Hello everyone. Today we are looking at the Class 73-1 from Heljan. Hello everybody, welcome to the Kiln Line. Today we're looking at a Heljan Class 73. These locomotives are Bimode, and you wouldn't often see them in the Midland, Wales and like where my Heritage Railway is based, but here we are anyway. This locomotive is advertised on the box as DCC ready, but this one is actually DCC sound fitted, and it's in the blue with small yellow panels, numbered E6008. This box is relatively heavy, but we will open it up and see what's actually making it heavy, shall we? Just lift the top off. So we take the top of the box off, and we are welcomed with a sound function sheet. It's got a fair few on there. There's 20 in total, which includes the all the different functions for the running of the locomotive as well. Nice little sheet, that's good. And then you've got the user manual. Now, personally, I prefer these locomotives in the Intercity exec livery, but the person who's lent me this locomotive has given me MBR blue. This booklet basically goes through all the information. You got the running in, switching. There's a load of switches on the bottom of the locomotive which can change head codes, the lighting and all that, and then you've got a parts breakdown. There's a lot of things in there. Those things there are the things that put me off buying Heljan locomotives, because the ESU decoders are absolutely huge in there. You can only get them from certain places. Right, so the locomotive is completely coated in this nice foam, which is always nice to see. Heljan always supply their locomotives in very good boxes. This locomotive has been out of the box before, not by me, so it's not actually attached to the plinth, but the plinth is in there, as you can see, a wooden plinth. It's very nice. So let's get this locomotive out and have a proper look at it, shall we? Look at that. The grills on there are lovely. Right, get the locomotive out first. Put it over to the side just for a second. We'll have a look at what else is in the box in a second. First we'll have a look at the loco. As you can see, this thing is literally full to the brim with separately fitted parts and details. Just look at all the pipework and the electric cables. Good God. Got the fuel tanks. You've got all the gizmos on the front as well. Yeah, this locomotive is very, very pretty. I can't wait to get this running around the layout. I'll put it on its wheels just here, so while we have a look at the details that are in the box. In the box we have the blanking chip for said chip, and as you can see, it's a big old thing. That's the blanking chip that was sent with the loco. In there you've also got all these separately fitted detail parts, sorry. I'm not sure where they all go, but I'll have a look in the book before I send it back to the chap and see if I can fit some of them for him. Because this locomotive actually lives on a shelf back at his place, so he doesn't need to put it in the boxes very often. Yeah, there's so many details in there, that's crazy. Like a Lego kit. Right, let's get this locomotive onto some track and we will see what it looks like up close and personal. Okay, here we are on the workbench with the Class 73/1. As we can see from the front of the locomotive, we have a wealth of details where all the electrical connections are made, along with the hoses. I couldn't tell you what they all do, because I'm a steam locomotive enthusiast, not an electric or diesel, so this one's a bit above me, but you can just check out all the detail on the front. That coupling here is also a working, let me get it focused, is actually a working Buckeye that lifts into position and can be dropped back down again to make use of the hook, which is absolutely phenomenal. Ellis Clark do these things now for coaches, so I'm half tempted to replace some on some of the rolling stock I have too, which will make it a lot easier for these kind of locomotives to connect. Above that we have the number screen, which obviously gives you your route code, and the horns on the top, which is just, the details on this locomotive are absolutely phenomenal. This thing looks so much better than the other Heljan locomotives I've actually looked at in the past. You can just check out all the bogie detail as well. Got your springs separately painted. You've got your axle boxes. Again, more cables and pipes running underneath the locomotive. Fuel tanks. And the same on the other end. For the top, you've got your vents and your windows, which look absolutely lovely. These look like brass vents. And inside there, inside the cab, you have detail on the inside, as you can see. This look amazing with crew fitted. Oh, you even got your handbrake on the inside there. Looking at the top, we've got the fan, which does rotate on this model. Moving along there, you got the exhaust on this side. Yeah, this locomotive is absolutely brilliant in detail. I've turned the locomotive around now, so we can just have a quick look at the other end. Very similar detail on this end to the other. One thing I forgot to mention, sprung buffers, obviously, because it's ogauge. Don't need it on smaller scales. You've got your number code again, route code, horn. Basically rinse and repeat of the other side. But Heljan have done an absolutely phenomenal job on this locomotive, and I really want one of these for myself. The person who owns this particular model has also got the Pullman livery, which I may do a very quick livery review on eventually. But yes, this is the Class 73-1 up close and personal. The next step is let's see how much this locomotive weighs. Just by holding it, it feels like a bit of a beast, so I'm expecting close to 2 kilos, but we'll see. Yeah. 2 kilos, 37 grams. She's a bit of a beast.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you a message from our sponsor. BB Models are a 3D printing specialist in Barnstable, Devon. They provide high-quality 3D printed products for all major model railway scales, as well as for dioramas ranging from N-gauge pallets to benches to full-blown O-gauge gantry cranes. They're also able to do bespoke items for your modelling needs. So find them on Instagram, Facebook, eBay, or even on their website for a quotation or to check out what they have to offer. Links for all these options will be available in the description.
So, onto the noisy bit of this video. Let's see what this locomotive sounds like.
Okay, now we know what this locomotive sounds like, let's give her a run over the kiln line and see how she performs. summary. This locomotive just goes to show how good a locomotive can be when Heljan really pull out all the stops. The locomotive oozes detail on every surface, especially around the running gear and the ends. The running qualities of the locomotive are fantastic too, making use of the awesome high torque motor and stay alive to keep it going even over dirty track. The sound files on this locomotive are brilliant too, although I feel a better quality speaker may improve it. All in all, this locomotive is a solid piece of kit, and it's definitely a locomotive Heljan should be very proud of, and I look forward to looking at the Pullman liveried version in the future. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and even comment if you want to see or hear more from the Kiln Line.